died. Fred. Fred died one night when we were all living in Oakland, and Jane rushed him to the hospital, and the doctors took care of him. He obviously survived, and they couldn't get away. But the doctor who took care of him was the one who wrote the book, Learning to Exhale. So, and if you haven't read that book, I would suggest you do it because it's very enlightening. But Fred was has been a terrific. I think he's had a terrific impact on many of us. Probably, bringing old Sam along was good. It was a lot of hard work for a lot. We really appreciated it. It was and my last thing I want to say is that I tried to. I was supposed to get it, but Devin Nunes wanted to do a proclamation.
I think that was the next one.
He canceled everything last week. But he does want to send along his best. And he wouldn't be disappointed if you didn't live to 81. So keep it up. Then I learned that Jacques is a vice president of the Democratic Club. Louis is the vice president. How many vice presidents? And then as life went on, I got to be the president, got to follow Fred as president of the Vice Democratic Club, and honored to do so. And think the world of Fred, and I appreciate his persuasiveness and getting me involved in that. Yet another Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Fred Bailey Davis, Esquire. Former minister and airman who incidentally spent his entire military service career in a cushy office surrounded by nubile admirers, thereby avoiding any semblance of dangerous harm. And in recognition of the many tireless years of sterling service on behalf of those enumerated in the following resolution. Whereas he willingly abandoned the home of his progenitors, the great state of Arkansas, while retaining the right to defend its quaint indigenous figures of speech and methods of cooking cobbler, and down-home garb of Sunday bib overall wearing, to move to the hedonistic and less than great state of California, therein to pursue a higher education and preparation for the
he cheerfully and voluntarily pursued a world-class reputation in the rehabilitative and reconstructive human foible field, together with sure stardom in the future and past great amateur tennis players of Greater Southern Alameda County, only to renounce the sure fame therein to be found, to move to and by all self-accounts, improve and probably save from extinction a local movement to which he belonged. Whereas he practically single-handedly fought for the rights of the common tennis player in a land called Synonym of Yore, to the extent that he was able to bring a penny-pinching, penurious, skin-flitty board of directors and chief engineer to their knees in order to create and keep them used through trying times of rain and snow, and they say not one, but two tennis courts in the desolate mountain region called Badger. And then upon descending to the hamlet of Visalia, browbeating the Parks and Recreation Department creatures to improve the courts therein located. And whereas he pushes beyond human endurance those of lesser stature to play tennis until they drop from exhaustion, and then to play one more set, and even upon occasion calling it to derision the performances of those opposing and even assisting him. This Bible accounts while maintaining that he has played multi-set games and is without a doubt the oldest player to do so. And whereas, like Peter and the religious folklore, who denied his master thrice, and after over half a century of tireless fandom, his poor withered soul allowed him to deny his team twice that number and refused to allow him to gaze admiringly at the successive victorious achievements as displayed on millions of electronic television sets of his self-confessed adopted baseball team, the Giants. Everybody knows that he wouldn't watch one of those games because he didn't want to watch them lose. Thank you.
You're the same way.
Whereas over a decade ago, he worked diligently and competently to improve working conditions for the wretched souls assigned to labor with him at the under-organized public offices charged with saving innocent babes from the ravages of the systems instituted to protect them, which offices were under the oppressive yoke of pinch-faced proctologically challenged administrative, therefore, and Ron Probasco. being self-appointed to bring justice and even ruin the malpractices of public office wherever possible, and in the face of insurmountable odds. And whereas, while playing a competitive and incredibly noisy game of bridge, he is given to uttering peculiar offensive squawks whenever he deems anyone, self-included, underbids his or her hand to the distress of every benighted soul therein situated. The room is quiet, and all of a sudden, whereas he was a proud sponsor, charter member, and frequent contributor to the what it was Football Society, sponsored by the followers of Andy Griffith. He was willing to go anywhere, anytime to hold forth. And whereas he artfully perfected the method of turning a simple headache into countless years of agony for him and his followers, and even total strangers, thereby confounding the learned dabblers and medical practitioners. And whereas the Lady Jane of the Soap, Sam, Simon, and Fred have assembled his countless friends, kin from kin, from hamlets far and near. Now, therefore, be it firmly resolved that this honoree, being so recognized, having achieved the august status of octogenarian on the 12th day of the first month of the 10th year of the 21st century and the third millennium, is hereby accorded the right and duty to claim himself to be very venerated, are you truly sorry, old guy, and to wear his advanced status proudly, bestowed with great solemnity and dignity on the 15th day of the year 2011 at the Veterans Memorial Building in the hamlet of Visalia, County of Tulare, State of California, by the conferees of the Air Force. Brief slideshow.
Slides, and then I want to make a couple remarks.
Yeah.
Okay. Never heard it. Also, what's this in? Okay. I don't know if you guys have ever heard me do my monologues or not. Some of you have, some of you haven't. So I'll do this one, and that'll be it. And then we'll go for the evening, okay? It was a week ago, last October, I believe it was. We was getting ready to hold a revival meeting over at this little college town. And we got over there on a Saturday afternoon about noon, 1 o'clock, each year. Well, I got myself 2 hot dogs and a big orange drink. And before I could take every mouthful of that food, this whole raft of people come up around and got me up like to where I couldn't eat nothing, and I dropped my big orange drink. I appreciate it. Well, they commenced to push and shove in there, and there wasn't so much I could do but go with them. And pretty soon we come up on this sign that says the North Gate. And then right after that we came up on this young boy. He says, "Tickets, please." I said, "Friend, it is that I don't have a ticket. I don't even know where it is that I'm going." He said, "Well, come out as quick as you can." I said, "Buddy, I'll turn right around the first chance I get." We kept on going through there. I appreciate it. Going through there, and pretty soon we saw this pretty little green cow pasture. It had lines across it and a bunch of convicts down there. And there was these girls in short dresses on, jumping up and down and dancing. So I thought I'd sit down and see what it was that was going to happen. Well, I no sooner got to sit down than a whole bunch of young boys come in and one out of the end of a great big outhouse down there. And this whole bank full of people where I sat down, they got up and hollered. And then a bunch of young boys came out of the other. By 9, is that the rule?
No, no, we have it till 10. We have it till whenever we like.
You have it until 10.
There's more music I was going to put on, hang out, have another beer, have another glass of wine.
Yeah, and there's a lot of beer over
There's
there.
a lot of dessert, so help yourself. There's a lot of coffee coming out in just a second.
Right.
Thanks, Fred.
Thank you.